You have to always look forward to the Chick-Fil-A kickoff game in Atlanta, Georgia, between the SEC and the ACC, don't you? This year, we got another good one. It's great to have out-of-conference games, and what better way to kick off the season with Alabama and the Miami Hurricanes. Let's go! Christian Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media, coming at you with another preview video. I already looked at Georgia and Clemson for the Dukes Mayo Kickoff Classic in Charlotte, North Carolina, where the Panthers play. Here we got the earlier game upcoming this Saturday on September 4th, 2021, a 3:30 kickoff on ABC with the Alabama Crimson Tide, the defending national champions, Coach Nick Saban. Need I say more about it? My team, my home. I was born in Tuscaloosa. I was built for this team, to pull for them at least. And the Miami Hurricanes, Coach Manny Diaz and De'Aaron King. I'm going to make this one short and to the point. It's been a long day for me as I'm recording this. It's about 10:30 my time, but I'm going to put this out for you. You look back at last year. Alabama, 13-0, national champs. We get all of that. Both of these teams last met in the 1992, the 1993 national championship in the Sugar Bowl. Alabama won the game 34-13. And get this, Miami was an 8-point favorite. 8-point favorite, and Alabama won the game by 3 touchdowns. Now, what had happened was Miami fans, and this is where I know you guys are probably going to call me out, because I know I've kind of been messing with Miami a little bit this offseason, right? I'm not here to take anything away from them or anything. I'm just here. I'm getting y'all hyped up, Miami fans. I'm getting y'all ready for the game. They ran their mouths, right? George Teague was a key player. Antonio Langham. There were quite a few players on the Alabama 1992 team. Of course, the quarterback, Jay Barker, and all that. Okay, George Teague was a key defensive player. Lamar Thomas was a key receiver. He was like the best receiver on Miami, probably one of the best in football that year. Ran his mouth. All the players kind of ran their mouths. Talk, all that stuff. Go back and watch this game. Go back and find this play. This play didn't count for anything. I don't know why, but it was still a hell of a play. Okay, quarterback throws the ball deep. Lamar Thomas has got it. Lamar Thomas is running. George Teague is getting up to him. He reached his hand out. He took that ball from him. Lamar Thomas didn't see it coming. George Teague had the ball. The announcers are going crazy like Teague lost. He said Thomas lost the ball. Teague's got it. They called it the strip play. He chased that man down. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the past, but I figured I'd throw that game out there because it was a national title game. It's also the last time they met. There is some history between them. Alabama is 14-3 all time against Miami. We're going back 1941, Alabama won 21-7. 1947, 21-6, Alabama. 52, Alabama won 21-7. 1954, Miami won 23-7, and so on. I mean, but they have not met since the 92 season, 1993 on New Year's Day in the Sugar Bowl. Dennis Erickson was the coach for Miami. Gene Stallings was the coach, of course, for the Crimson Tide. Okay, you look at this game, get to the quarterbacks. Let's get to the point here. You got Bryce Young, 5-star recruit out of Alabama, out of Mater Dei in California, coming to the Crimson Tide. It came down to him and USC. He ultimately picked Alabama. Mac Jones, we know all about what Mac Jones did last year, right? If we had an off season, would Mac Jones have started? I think so, but you imagine an off season like what we have had this off season. We've had an off season. We've managed the pandemic, so Bryce Young's got some practice in. I think it would have worked out a little bit better for him as far as playtime and everything last year if he had had the offseason that maybe he's had this year. Um, so you got Bryce Young versus De'Aaron King, a Houston transfer in 2020, came in last year for Miami. That's the quarterback matchup. Bryce Young, 5-star, and De'Aaron King, who was a 5-star. He's very talented. He's a great recruit. Great recruit for Houston. Did good there, but he said, you know what? I want to be at a better place. I want to be at a better school. I want to go. I want to find someplace better to take my talent. So he goes to Miami. Cool. So you got Bryce Young versus De'Aaron King. Is this going to be an offensive game? You might look at it on paper because of the quarterbacks, and you look at Miami, they got Charleston Rambo. They got some key receivers. Mike Harley was a guy I saw last year. Mark Pope. They got running back Cameron Harris. He's a junior from Opelika, Florida, coming into this year. They got some key guys on the offense. It's not like, they don't have anybody for De'Aaron King to work with. Alabama, they lost Devontae Smith, they lost Waddle, they lost Matt. Everything they had last year that made their offense and everything historic, it is gone. But you bring back Brian Robinson. He's coming in. He's a senior. Trey Sanders is a sophomore. Roydell Williams, whoever. You got Slade Baldwin back. Keep your guy on. Quite a few freshmen we have. JoJo Earl is a key guy that I've heard quite a bit about. He's a good recruit. I don't know if he's going to be one of those key receivers. I haven't really heard much lately. Ajay Hall balled out. We had Trayshawn Holden ball out in the spring game. You get John Mechie back. You get Jaleel Billingsley at tight end back. You get quite a few guys that come back. For Bama in general, but a few key guys at least returning this year that you need to keep an eye on. Keep your eye on for Slade Bolden and John Mechie to step up. But keep your eye on some guys like, Cameron Latou had a good spring game. There's a few guys in there you guys should watch and keep an eye on. There's a lot of inexperience, but they're talented. But they're young, These are guys that you're going to see over the next couple years. Chris Owens comes back. Evan Neal comes back on the O-line, and so on. I've been saying this, and I'm going to keep saying it until I see it. I think we're more defensive-led, right? That's not me saying the offense is going to suck. That's not me saying there's no talent on offense this year because of inexperience. That's not it. I just think our defense is going to step up. I think we're just going to get back to what it was back when Saban first got to Tuscaloosa. We had great offense and we could score. I mean, we had, let me tell you something. 2009, we win that championship. We had McElroy. We had Julio Jones. We had Mark Ingram. We had those guys on offense. Mark Ingram won a Heisman. Right? But our defense won us a championship against Texas. We beat them, what was it, 37-21? Some key plays in there. We bring in LeBron Ray back, Phil Mathis, Justin Eboigbe, keep your eye on him. DJ Dale, keep your eye on him, defensive line. Quite a few guys to step up. Chris Allen, Will Anderson, key linebackers we put on the edge. They're going to be the guys that are going to try to get pressure on De'Aaron King, right? You look at this matchup too, 80.4% Alabama wins. They give Miami 19% chance to win. So you kind of round those up and down. About an 80-20 percentage. Alabama, of course, favored. This line has gone up quite a bit. The other day, I saw this, and I think it was like 16 or something. It's now 18.5 by Alabama. The over-under is 62. I don't want to mess with the over-under, but I'm going to give Miami some credit. I know I'm giving them crap or whatever. I'm messing with them because they're a great fan base. They're great fans. They're a great team. They're a great school. They're not a dead program. They're really good. They're one of the best in the ACC. I know it's still kind of this whole Clemson and everybody else. But if you have to pick some teams to step up, you look at North Carolina and you look at Miami. Miami's good, right? And this will be a good test for them. If they can hang with Alabama this year, if they can compete, this will be great for them. This will be what they need. Miami does not have to beat Alabama. They might think it would be nice. They just got to hang. right? They don't have to be. Remember when John Cena before SummerSlam? Those of you that watch WWE, he was calling out Roman Reigns, and they were having the big meeting on Friday Night SmackDown like a couple weeks before SummerSlam. He said, "Dude, I don't need to beat you to win the match. I just gotta hang in there. 1, 2, 3." Right? And he kept doing that. 1, 2, 3. He said, I don't have to beat you up. I don't have to slap you. I don't have to smack you down on the ground and throw you around and make you bleed and cut. I don't got to do that. Just got to hang with you. That's all Miami's got to do if they want to win this game or make it competitive. They just got to hang in there. I think they got defense. I don't think Bama's going to go in there and hang 50 on them like they have these other opponents in recent years, like Florida State or USC. Well, we didn't really hang. I think we only beat Florida State like 24-17 or something. But I mean, like, we blew out USC. Jalen Hurts was a freshman, 52-6. I don't think it's going to be like that. It's not going to be a bloodbath. I'll tell you this, and this would say a lot, because they have played some interesting matchups in opening years or opening weeks in recent years. This is definitely Bama's toughest week 1 challenge in a while. That's saying a lot. That really is. Because we played teams like USC. We played Wisconsin in 2015. We played Louisville. I mean, you can't say much about that, but I mean, Louisville was a couple years removed from Lamar Jackson at least. I mean, they were kind of one of those teams we looked at. Overall, bottom line is this. Miami, y'all are a great program. You're going in a great direction with Manny Diaz. I got nothing but love and respect, no hatred. Like I just said, man, it's like what John Cena told Roman Reigns. He doesn't have to beat him to the ground. Bama doesn't have to beat him to the ground to win the game. They don't have to score 50 and blow him out. They just got to hang in there. 1, 2, 3. They just gotta go out there and do what they do. Miami too. How does Alabama win? Well, let me tell you this. Bryce Young needs a fast start offensively. If the first play of the game right out the gate is like a 60-yard bomb to the end zone for Mechie or Jai Hall or whoever, if it's a bomb to the end zone right then and there, just like that, boom. It's going to be a long night. Young receivers got to step up. John Mechie and Slade Bolden are the two experienced guys. Sorry about that. Young receivers step up. John Mechie, Slade Bolden, two experienced guys. Keep your eye. I mentioned Jai Hall, Trayshawn Holden, Cameron Latou at tight end. Think we get Billingsley back. Keep your eye on some of those guys. The receivers got to step up, make plays for Bryce Young. Bryce Young has the talent. We saw what he did in high school. Generational talent Alabama's bringing in here, right? They had that in Tua a few years ago. The receivers just got to step up. The defense needs a lights-out performance to slow down D'Eriq King. Guys like Charleston Rambo, he transferred out of Oklahoma. He was really great there. He comes into Miami. Probably the best receiver on their team. He's very fast. He's electric. He's got good hands, good size for him. Mike Pope, Mark Harley, a couple other talented receivers. Bama's defense has got to slow down. Am I confident they can do it? Absolutely. Miami's going to put some points on the board. This is going to be a close game. How does Miami win the game ultimately? D'Eriq King needs a fast start. His receivers need their A game. I just mentioned how the defense for Alabama needs to slow down. Rambo, Mark Pope, whoever. Mike Pope, I'm sorry. You got to slow those guys down. Well, same thing kind of goes for Miami. You got to make sure you're not slowing yourself down. Get out there, get fast, shoot out the secondary a little bit, get past them. Josh Jobe, Jordan Battle back there, couple key guys in the secondary that can make plays. I think that's been the issue in Bama's defense, right? Ole Miss showed you how you beat Alabama last year. They didn't win the game, but in a 63-48, and here's the thing. I give credit to Lane Kiffin. I think he's building that kind of program that they're just going to score points, and he's an offensive guru, and he's doing stuff with Ole Miss, right? I get all of that. But at the same time, that's no excuse for why Bama, gave up that many points. Oh, well, because they just got that offense. Well, I really think that Ole Miss found some ways to put the defense to sleep. That's what Miami's got to do here. Put some points on the board. And Miami's got great defense, too. They're going to pressure Young. They're gonna. I guarantee you'll see a punt or two by Bama in this game. It's not going to be a huge blowout. I hope it's not, and I don't think it is. I think again, I just got through saying this is probably Bama's best opening opponent that we've seen in a while. Facts. I mean, going back to Wisconsin in 2015, um, and we played some good Power Five opponents in recent years to open the season. Just got through talking about Florida State, Louisville. I mean, give a pass to Duke. I don't know. Defense needs a lights out performance for Alabama. Miami just needs De'Aaron King out there if he can play and he's healthy. I think I've seen some reports that it's possible he might not play because I thought I saw something where he was struggling with some small injury. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not getting that mixed up. I thought I saw something the other day. Somebody let me know, but I think he'll play. If De'Aaron King doesn't play for Miami, y'all are done. But if he is playing, he needs a fast start, and the receivers need to be on their A game, and hoping that they can just fake out the secondary, put them to sleep, put Bama's defense down to rest. Do that, and you hope Bryce Young has trouble. This is his first game starting. Use an inexperienced Bama O-line to your advantage for your talented defensive front, too. We really don't have much. We just lost guys like Leatherwood. We've lost guys like, who was it? Jedrick Wills. That's who I was thinking of there. We bring in guys like this Tommy Brown. We bring in Tommy and James Brockemeyer. The Brockemeyer twins from Fort Worth, Texas, are freshmen. I expect to see them get some time. Well, I don't know. We got J.C. Latham, Amari Knight. We got Emil Ekior. There's some key guys. There's a lot of freshmen as sophomore inexperienced O linemen that we have this year. So Miami with your defensive front too. Y'all got a good front seven. You got some good guys on that side of the ball. Zach McLeod, Jordan Miller. You know, you got this Jonathan Ford guy. He's a senior coming in. Y'all have some key guys to work with. Miami has been known for some good defense and some pass rush. Use it to your advantage. Use an inexperienced O-line that Alabama has, a first-time starting quarterback in Bryce Young. Use it to your advantage if you're Miami's defense. Can they do it? I think a little bit. Like, again, I don't expect Bama to blow Miami out. I don't. Right? I mean, be honest, you want to see it as a fan. But if I'm being honest too, man, with all the hype around Georgia and Clemson, and this being the second biggest opening game, with where Miami is, like Miami's ranked. We're playing our top 25 opponent week 1. I don't want it to be a blowout. I don't think it will be. I think it comes down to this. Either a late stop to ensure that the game is over, or maybe Bama's already up. They're up by 1 score, and they just go ahead. Maybe a go-ahead touchdown or a late field goal. I think Bama is going to win this game. And I think they win it ultimately in the end 31-21 over the Miami Hurricanes. Y'all say it's all about the U or whatever. Well, here it's all about the Crimson Tide and the tidal wave that's going to roll into Atlanta. It's going to be a great game. I hope it's great. No hatred, nothing but love and respect for all the Miami fans out there. Coach Coop, Hurricane T2Y, all the people Mark Rogers talks to that cover the Hurricanes and everything. I watched the Wholesome one. Nothing but love and respect for all of those guys. I don't hate Miami. In fact, they're one of the teams that I look at. Like, please, I would love to see y'all win the ACC. I'd love to see a team like that just get a little bit better. Take that next step and take out Clemson. Take out North Carolina. Step up. Y'all been there quite a while. Y'all ain't won a championship since 2001. You've been in the ACC, I believe, since 2004, if I'm not mistaken. You have yet to win it. You come close. You made it a couple times. I'd love to see y'all do that. I'd love to see these teams step up. This is your moment, Miami. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I really don't. 31-21 Alabama over the Miami Hurricanes. I love you guys. Hey, thanks so much for watching and tuning in today. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below. I'm probably premiering this for you guys, so y'all comment on the video as it's going. And if you miss this, you're watching it back. Comment down below what you think. Give me your score predictions. Give me your score predictions too. I should have asked you guys that in the Georgia Clemson video. Give me those predictions as well. But I love y'all. Jesus loves you. Keep your head up. God bless. And as always, folks, roll Tide. Roll. Miami, we coming for you. Bring your A game. Don't disappoint me. We'll see you in Atlanta on Saturday. I love you guys. God bless. Ballard Sports Media. Check it out. Roll Tide. Woo!